I walk you through the pipeline module. So under the Smart ATS menu, we have an option called pipeline. If you see, it is highlighted. So by clicking on this pipeline, it will take you to this pipeline window. So under the pipeline window, the user can able to visualize the pipeline status of the submitted candidates. So in the view, he can add modify his display based on the particular job, so they can select based on any particular job. These are all the jobs currently available. So by selecting any of the job, and they can also filter based on the now currently we logged in as an admin, so admin will be able to see entire his team pipeline status. So he can select any of the team member, and he can see their pipeline status as well. And also they can filter based on the number of days, and so this is also available. So currently, so in the pipeline, if a user want to change the status of any of the candidate, so they can just drag and drop across these different life cycle stages. So by dropping, they can change the status of any of the candidate based on the interview feedback, or so they can change this. So under the interview stage, if a candidate is in the interview stage, these two icons will be highlighted. If you see the earlier in the submitted stage or shortlisted stage, these icons are not there. So under the interview stage, so this is like a chef for scheduling the interview, and the other is for any feedback request. So first, if a recruiter wants to schedule the interview, by clicking on this option, they can schedule the interview for that particular candidate, and it will go as an email. So they can schedule the Google meeting or Zoom meeting. So just by checking these options, so they can give the start time and time. So this is how we can schedule the interview. And once the interview is done, they can also request the feedback from the clients. So by clicking on this option, the request feedback, so this window will pop up, and it will have an auto generated link here. So by based using this link, the client can say enter the feedback, or interviewer can enter the feedback of that particular candidate, and the feedback will be automatically reflected in the candidate details on detailed view. So, and this will go as an email to by entering all the details. It will go, this send icon will be highlighted. It will be sent as an email. And also by clicking on the any of the candidate, if a user wants to enter any checklist, or enter any comments, so they can do that. They can add a new checklist by clicking on this tick button. And also they can update the interview stages. If there are multiple rounds of interview, they can just enter on what stage they are in. So if he is in the stage 2, so interview stage 2 or something, they can enter the details, and it will be highlighted here. So that they can also set reminders by entering some information, or some dates they want to fix the interview for particular day, they can set a reminder for that. So this is how they can update the details. So see, now the round 1 interview icon is highlighted. And if at all the submitted candidate is selected, and the offer has to be generated, so we can use this there is an offer generation icon here. By clicking on that icon, and by entering by giving the predefined templates, we can have predefined templates generated. So for any based on the position, so by selecting any of the template and entering the applicant details, date of joining, CTC information, and the respective fields are filled, this generate offer button will be highlighted. That's how we generate the offer. So I will just walk. If once the offer is generated, this preview offer icon will be highlighted. So I can show you the example of generated offer. So we can see this is one of the example of offer generated. So once this preview offer icon is there, we will have an option for sharing this offer. This button will be highlighted. So by clicking on this button, we can also share the offer to the candidate. And in this, there will be a link provided, automatically generated link. So with this link, the candidate can digitally accept this offer from his location. So this will be sent as an email. This is how this pipeline module, this is all about this pipeline.